Muy buenas tardes. Tardes ya es muy tarde para que empecemos. Tenemos Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Primera vez que lo voy a jugar. No lo he abierto nunca todavía, lo he instalado ahora mismo. No sé qué tal va a ir en mi ordenador. Igual explota y hay aquí un incendio. Igual la gráfica hace cataplonker y morimos todos. Entonces, vamos a probar la configuración que he puesto. Es una mezcla entre alto, medio. Pero bueno, para el que no conozca este juego, es un juego de rol medieval, sin fantasías, es decir, rigor histórico a tope. Y el primero me parece una obra maestra. Muy, muy guay estuvo el primero. Así que vamos directamente a darle nueva partida y veremos si mi ordenador puede aguantar el 2. El primero me iba perfecto, en muy alto, pero visto los gráficos del segundo en los trailers y demás, y el hecho de que en los últimos 5 años los requerimientos gráficos de los juegos han como quintuplicado, y los juegos tampoco se ven el doble de bien, veremos a ver qué tal tira. Pero bueno, yo le doy y a ver qué pasa. Traducido al castellano, por cierto. Por lo visto es continuación inmediata del 1. Voy a bajar un poco el volumen porque esto que va a explotar, vamos. Pero sí, es continuación directa del 1. O sea, exactamente donde lo dejamos.
¡Disparad! ¡No paréis!
Si el doblaje sigue siendo tan horrible, igual lo pongo en inglés.
¡Quiero más flechas! ¡Necesito ayuda! Vais a cargar y subir.
¿Qué hacéis aquí? ¡Resguardaos en la torre!
No aguantaremos mucho esta presión. Ocultaos con el resto. ¡Cuidado!
Este es el cura. Este es el cura borracho.
¿Y vuestra arma? ¡A las almenas, vamos! ¡Padre!
Coño, Henry.
¿Habéis venido a ungirnos?
Ah, no, este es Capon.
Tras la batalla nos consagrarán a todos.
Están todos aquí.
Con Bebercio. ¡Tranquete! ¡Preparaos! ¡Listos para disparar! ¡En posición! ¡Ahora! ¡A cubierto!
Qué buena puntería.
¡Ya! ¡Formación!
Menudo despertar, ¿eh? Hasta la muerte.
Soy el cura. Voy a manejar el cura. Tiene toda la pinta. Vale, a ver. Volumen. Un poco más arriba para vosotros. Un poco más bajo para mi voz. Y ahora vamos a abrir la configuración de sonido. Y voy a bajarme el volumen del juego porque me va a explotar el tímpano. Ahí. puedo subirlo más. Porque ahora suena más bajo. Vale, y ahora vamos a hacer esto, y vamos a hacer esto, y pantalla completa, no. Ventana, no. Pues ventana. ¿No hay ventana completa? ¿Pero qué mierda es esto? Pues nada, pantalla completa. Vaya música menos medieval que nos han puesto aquí. Vale, a ver, hola, mi careto. Antes de nada, tú no te muevas, juego. Tú quédate. ¿Por qué te has movido? Tengo la configuración hecha para jugar al Final 7. Y ahora se ha quedado esto. Uy. ¿Por qué no? ¿Por qué no coincides exactamente? Ahí, eso es. Y ahora tú, aquí. Más o menos. Igual es un poco grande. Ahí. Y el chat, ahí. Vale. Ahí. Bien, todo funcionando. Se mueve bastante bien el juego. Bueno, ballesta. A ver, exterminación. Subir las escaleras de la muralla, hay que defenderlas, tal. Ven. Ostras, en toda la cabeza. Hay que recargar. No. Recarga solo la ballesta. Con R cambias de arma. Si cargas detrás del muro, mejor. En toda la cabeza.
No viviréis.
Que vienen. Se la ha pasado por encima del cráneo. En toda la cabeza.
¡Preparados! ¡Están entrando! ¡Pasad! ¡Nos las enseñaremos aquí!
A ver qué tal es el combate, porque lo han cambiado.
Venid aquí con esa ballesta y uníos al frente.
Deja de meter el...
¿Qué demonios estáis esperando? ¡No paréis! ¡Todos a cubierto!
Tiene un cierto arco hacia arriba la ballesta. Ahí le he dado, creo, pero no le he matado. O tienen que ser muy valientes para ponerse en primera línea a darle espadazos a la puerta esta, tú.
¡Preparaos para otro ataque! ¡Esto no los detendrá!
En serio dicen curva.
Dad la espada y seguidme.
Juego doblado en castellano y dicen curva. Si dicen curva, manténle hablando en el mismo idioma. Para eso que también digan fuck. Porque los doblajes al castellano son siempre tan ridículos. A pelear, para atacar, debo pulsar. Vale, para defenderme echo un vistazo a los alrededores.
¡Que no logren ascender!
A mí solo me interesa si hay parry como en el 1. Ya está. Escala. A ver, ¿dónde? Derribar escalas a la E. El enemigo está muy cerca. Toma. Toma. ¿Sigue estando cerca? No. Me saco un bolgue de la espalda. Las cinemáticas están a 30 FPS. ¿Qué pasa, Capón? Mírale, qué campeón. Le dan.
¡Mierda! ¡Mierda! ¡Me han dado!
Dejadla, no la toquéis. Intentad calmaros.
Autentes diantre fortuna ayuad. Virgen. Se suponía que debíamos entregar un mensaje en Trotsky. Lo más intrépido que esperaba era fornicar un par de veces.
Pobrecillo. Lo de entregar el mensaje es como acaba el 1. Acabas con él diciendo, vamos a no sé dónde a entregar un mensaje. Que te lo mandan los lores del 1. O sea que esto ahora habrá un flashback y este será el final del juego. Posiblemente. Ahora voy a poner no sé cuántos días antes. Y aquí es donde acaba el 1. Justo aquí.
Autentes fortuna ayuad.
¿Qué vociferáis, Sir Hans?
Por Dios bendito, Henry, ¿acaso insinuáis que no sabéis latín?
Que hace un mes no sabía ni hablar. Ni leer.
Estaba tan ocupado recogiendo estiércol y nabos que descuidé mis estudios de latín.
Hemos de ponerle remedio. Mi protector no puede ser un zote.
¿Y eso de Audins, Auden, como sea, qué significa?
Audentes fortuna iubat. La fortuna sonríe a los valientes.
Audaces.
No lo pongo en duda. Pero solo hemos de entregarle una misiva a Lord Otto von Bergo y luego volver. No hace falta valor.
Dios mío, Henry, ¿desde cuándo sois tan aburrido? ¿No os alegráis de abandonar aquel agujero y emprender una gran aventura? Así veremos mundo, bellas damas y... nos esparciremos un poco.
Claro, pero le prometisteis a Sir Janus que os comportaríais y yo soy responsable de vuestro bienestar. Además, Trotsky está en pleno bosque. Dudo que haya mucho movimiento.
Dios me ampare, mi escolta es un monje que no habla latín.
No quiero... Quiero ponerlo en inglés, pero no quiero darle el escape porque no sé si se va a saltar la cinemática.
Madre mía, estoy anonadado. Hace que Pirstein parezca una letrina. Bergo debe de estar hecho de oro.
Es que suena tan artificial el doblaje en castellano siempre. Bueno, artificial porque obviamente es un doblaje y es artificial, pero... Encima después de haber pasado tantas horas en el 1 con las voces originales... Quieto, parado. Idioma del texto español, idioma de las voces. Podemos poner en Nihongo, qué bueno. Eso tendría que ser una risa. Me cago en su mierda. Y no puedo guardar. Guardar y salir, sí que puedo. Vale. Ahora tenemos que entrar en Steam, cambiar el idioma. Español de España. Inglés de inglés. 5,44 gigas de paquete de voces. Claro, si es que antiguamente era lo que más ocupaba de los juegos. O sea, cuando los juegos empezaron a tener voces originales, o sea, voces reales y buenas bandas sonoras, era lo que más ocupaba. Ahora ya no, porque el juego ocupa 90 gigas, pero lleva 2 gigas. Venga, 3 gigas. Cuatro. Pasa nada, ya estamos ahí. Ya estamos ahí. 5. 5,02, 5,13, 5,22, 5,31, 5,39. ¿Cómo que te has quedado parado? 5,44. Ahora ya está en inglés. Warhorse. De Silver. Querido jugador, querida jugadora, podemos decir sin miedo de equivocarnos que no estaremos aquí sin tu apoyo. Espero que disfrutes tanto jugando. Gracias a vosotros, hijos. Que os lo habéis currado. Vale, configuración del... Eso es. Todo perfecto. Continuar. Cuanto más rápido me mueva, más llamaré la atención. En el 1 tenías que tener... llevaba la atención incluso el peso de la armadura, la armadura, el color de la ropa. Si vas de negro te detectaban menos, obviamente. Ahora, el tilito cometido determinará cuánto tiempo pasas los guardas buscándote.
Well, Henry,
Se ve bastante bien.
new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh? But why didn't Uncle Hanush take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Aye, it does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai estates to you one day. So I expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where. And here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentis.
Audentes fortuna juvat! See now, there's the Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat.
Esta armadura no es tan buena como la que tenía en el 1.
How's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, Nick. Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing.
El mismo caballo, además. No estoy moviendo, por cierto. Hala, se acabó la gracia.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colors. They're from Trotsky.
Los colores los llevan. Otra cosa es lo otro.
Stand a chance against them.
Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Leipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa.
Está el ordenador currando a tope.
And unless I am
Pero va.
mistaken, Lord
El juego va
Hanush
genial.
of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas,
Well,
while my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund.
well,
So it would appear we are enemies.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry. From Skalitz.
Lo que hacían en el primer juego. ¿Cuál es mi estilo de juego? A los soldados lo que más les gusta es ir arma en ristre y llevar una buena armadura. Además son famosos por tener carácter irritable. Los consejeros prefieren resolver las cosas utilizando sus conocimientos, afilada lengua y palabras amables. A los exploradores les gusta ocultarse en las sombras y resolver sus asuntos en silencio, sin ser detectados y de manera sigilosa. El estilo de juego me otorgará unos puntos de experiencia iniciales, pero a partir de ahí los rasgos seguiré desarrollando que harán en mis manos. Soy soldado y escolta de Lord Capon, por supuesto. Tienes que elegir.
I'm a soldier and Lord Capon's bodyguard. My job is to defend him with my life.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, so why should I trust you?
Persuasión 1 de 2. Adiós, muy buenas. Señor Bot. Muchas situaciones pueden resolverse convencer a la otra parte. Los diálogos dispondré de algunas siguientes opciones para definir cómo esto es igual exactamente, pero poder es nuevo y temor es nuevo. Antes había esto. Bueno, no, poder es lo del puño antes. Esto es nuevo. Y esto es nuevo también. Pero cuidado, la persuasión requiere que la otra parte me crea. Oratoria, carisma, poder. Todo esto tiene lógica. Coerción. Digo lo que sea con tal de salirme con la mía. Y recurro a mentiras. Antes era carisma. O sea, carisma puede ser esta también. Dominación. Me aseguro de que evidenciar mi superioridad entre los demás. Temor. Cuando la razón falla, las amenazas. O sea, ahora hay como intimidar bien y para mal. Tener carisma para bien y para mal. Y tener labia para bien y para mal. Por así decirlo. La habilidad de persuasión está muy influida por el resto de atributos o habilidades. Hay situaciones en las que se puede resolver tras razonar con la otra parte. Los diálogos me encontraré con distintas opciones de reacciones. O si la otra parte no tiene por qué creerme siempre. Me encantan las caras estas. La reputación se trata de elegir un número más alto sin saber con quién estoy hablando. ¿Qué aspecto tengo? ¿En cuál es mi reputación? En la otra luego te decían cuando subías el carisma cuáles eran las puntuaciones de con el que hablabas. Y que era más fácil cómo era más fácil de convencerle. Pero eso no se trata de elegir el número más alto, qué aspecto tiene. Por ejemplo, estoy solo, amenazar con violencia a un puñado de maleantes no tiene mucho sentido. Igual que afirmar que soy un noble si hubiera hecho un zarrapastroso.
We want to resolve conflicts, not to stir up more. That's why we're talking here. We have no intention of attacking you. You might be concerned that we're lying about who we are, but we showed you our letter with its seal. That should be enough for you. Or is it not?
You don't seem like any messenger to me. More like some uppity brat. Didn't you say you were a god? Don't try to pull the wool over my eyes.
No le daba nada.
Don't listen to him, Captain. He's travelling with me for the first time, and evidently, he's got a bit above himself. We've come on the orders of Margrave Jobst of Moravia, and we bear a message from Sir Hanush of Lipa, Divish of Tarnberg, and Radzig Kobula. Our message concerns the offer of an alliance. that it seems you need as much as we do right now.
All right, then. You may carry on, but put your men in their place, sir, before their impertinence leads you into trouble.
Indeed, I will. Thank you, Captain.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle.
Castillo de ahí arriba con un
Sir
puñal.
Otto's orders are to not admit anyone
Está
after dark,
detrás de mi
especially
cara,
while we're
casi.
away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Han mejorado mucho el mocap, en el motion capture en las escenas, pero de fuera de las escenas las animaciones parecen las mismas.
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them.
Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank.
Qué grande el capón. Puede ser que se vea incluso, me vea incluso más rápido que el 1. O sea, este juego está muy, muy bien. Los gráficos tampoco cambian mucho. El 1. Está claro que son mejores, se ve mejor, pero también está muy bien optimizado el juego. Los modelos, sobre todo han cambiado los modelos. Los modelos tienen mucha mejor calidad que en el 1. Pero por lo demás las texturas, el césped y tal... O sea, está en alto, no está en muy alto, pero está en alto. Y me va... perfecto. Igual si tiro por ahí por dentro del bosque no, pero...
For Christ's sake! Henry! Call off that damn dog before he wolfs down the line.
Llaman a mi perro, puedo mantener X para llamar al para llamar a
What's
Chucho.
all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you. Well, hoorah! Peace at last. That barking was a pain in the ass.
Inventario. Mira, ahora hay luz ahí de arriba. Cuello, cabeza. Placas, cuerpo. Cota de manga larga. Beso en el largo. Calzas. Está todo hecho mierda. Ah, no, está todo nuevo. Esto es el peso, ¿no? No. Es esto. Esto es que lo llevo puesto. Esto es el número. Atributo principal, la armadura. Joder, cómo han subido los números aquí. Antes las brigantinas estas llevan 20. Y una cofia daba 3. Han subido todos los números. Torneas de plaga 126. No tengo armas. Solo llevo armadura. Y 1403 Groschen. En el 1, en mi partida del 1 tenía 200 y pico mil Groschen ya. Ve, ¿y ahora qué? He de hablar con Lord Capon. No quiero, me voy a perder por el mundo a desfacer en tuertos. Lo encontraré siguiendo. Tacatra. ¿Puedo hablar con los demás? ¿Puedo jugar a los dados estos?
Conrad. What?
Hay una cueva.
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love of God. How many times? Watch that tankard. You play dice with him, you'll lose your brace.
¿Puedo comer? No.
Come on, Conrad.
Nicolás de Ratay. ¿Os inquieta el día de mañana? ¿Os gusta el
How do you
lugar?
like it here?
I'll tell you, it's nothing like home.
And have you ever been further than Rattay?
No, I never was, but I always wanted to. That's why Oates put in a word for me so I could ride along. Besides, for an adventurous expedition like this, you've got to have the right gear and good horses. And I'm in charge of them.
¿Os inquieta el día de
I'm
mañana?
anxious about tomorrow. How about you? Are you worried?
A wee bit. But we've got good intentions. Sir Hans is responsible. And sensible too, when it comes to important things. And no doubt Lord von Berghoff is a wise man and he'll hear him out with a cool head. Clever folks can always somehow come to an agreement, can't they?
That's right. And also, we're coming with an offer of alliance. I can't imagine what could happen for them not to receive us.
Not much chance of that.
And you take good care of our horses. I can't say they're exactly whinnying with joy.
Don't make fun of me, eh? Whenever they need anything, I take care of it for you. The only thing that bothers me is
Estoy
them
esperando
cliffs
a-
and rocky paths. I hope none of the horses breaks a leg.
Si miro hacia allá, el horizonte está a 70 kilómetros, sí que parece que en vez de 60 va como a 45 o 50 PS. Y es fluido completamente. A ver, Hans,
Come here.
¿qué te cuentas? Un poquito de práctica con la espada, ¿verdad?
What the fuck was that about?
What was what about?
With that captain. I thought they got us all. The way you provoked him.
They didn't do anything, though. Besides, that captain was just an underling.
Just an underling? How could you tell? Did you see how many men he had there?
He backed down in the end, though.
Because I kept you in check. You better keep your nose out of it next time.
I apologise. You're right.
That's all right. I understand how you feel. His tone got on my nerves too. And keep quiet tomorrow in front of von Berghoff. I'm here to do the talking. We'll deliver our message and fulfill our mission. If we arrange a truce with the League of Lords, then Hanush will finally have to take me seriously. Well, since you're so sure of yourself, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right, then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or should we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
El Hans tiene que informar al capitán. Debo ataviarme con la armadura y la espada. Espada de entrenamiento. Yo solo quiero que haya parries. Si hay parries, puedo poner la cofia primero. ¿No me dejan poner el casco y la cofia? No. Qué bueno. ¿Te puedo pegar ya?
So, should we start?
Did you deal with that dog of yours? I wouldn't want him gobbling up our supper while we're training.
You're right. Hang on a while.
Hablar alta izquierda. Y no quiero que...
Stay.
Quieta de ahí. Eso es. Ya está.
Can we start with this?
You've got your armor. Good. I won't hold back.
Quiero
Did
que
you
haya
deal with that
parries.
dog of yours?
Nah, don't worry. Oates is cooking up that gruel again. That, well, not even a dog would eat.
I never knew you were such a gourmet. All right, let's go. A bit of sword play will give you an appetite. Let's start.
Pero saca la espada.
Hang on, let's get
La
warmed
tenía
up.
fuera.
I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me.
Han quitado las estocadas. Espérate. Ahora solo hay arriba, a los lados, y lo de abajo es estocada. Joder, antes había 5 direcciones y estocada. O sea, la han simplificado muchísimo. Toma.
Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Oh, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence. Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard. That's the way. Good. Good. Nice. That's the way.
Oh, that's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
Pretty good. You're doing great, Henry.
Y luego, si los... O sea, estaban los bloqueos perfectos y luego si los hacías como más perfectos aún, le contraatacabas. Claro, lo bueno.
Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike.
Ah, vale.
I'll show you.
O sea que ahora es... Ahora hay que darle.
Sweet. Too fast for you, am I? Block it. Nice. You have to block first. Well,
Un poco extraño se siente, pero
you're
bueno.
not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered, where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right, come on then.
La zona de ataque se cambia con... Al cambiar una zona de mi versión en el porte de su arma se reducirán las probabilidades de hacer un bloqueo perfecto.
Nice. Oh, nice, Henry.
Vamos a mover la espada.
Good riposte. Nice work, Henry. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
100? How about 200? Are you feeling confident or not?
Fine, 200. On guard. First hit.
Por la cara.
How do you do it? Fuck me. How do you do it?
Es como mucho más fácil que el 1. O sea, lo han simplificado muchísimo, pero muchísimo. ¡Vamos!
Fuck me.
Vale.
Nice technique. Did you see that?
Fuck me!
Ow! Kurva!
Pero... Ah, que no tengo resistencia, vale.
Fuck me!
No, el riposte no... No puedo cambiarla de... ¿Siempre es por el mismo lado? No, sí, siempre es por el mismo lado. A ver quién tiene más resistencia. ¿Eh?
How do you do it?
Yo no sé, aquí no hay nadie que esté ganando. Su vida no baja.
Fuck me! I yield! Enough!
Come on, Henry.
Oh, for fuck's sake, you're unstoppable! Oh, you won the bet, fair and square. I'll settle with you when we get to Trusky.
Y los dos conejos, eso,
Now
ahí
let's go
arriba.
and eat. That swordplay gave me quite an appetite.
¿Puedo coger flores ya, como en el 1? Cogías 8.000 millones de flores, te subía la fuerza, todo, todas las estadísticas.
So who won, gentlemen?
Oh, it seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
En Ratai también gané yo.
I won back then too, as I recall. You had to give me your bow.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
Todos estos van a
She was
morir.
pretty. A real peach.
Nos están
Admit
haciendo
it.
un poco más
Only a
cercanos
fella was there.
a ellos. Y que les conozcamos solo para que luego sea peor cuando palmen. Yo estuve de sacaros, aparte de agilidad, podría haber seguido hasta la vitalidad. Aclaré las cosas con el marido.
And I had to drag you out of that tavern before everyone pounced on us.
And he had his work cut out. You wasn't having it much.
Me gusta cómo están haciendo eso.
Now, if you was able to court the lasses like me, maybe she wouldn't have started screeching.
I can't
nivel
say I'm
16.
surprised. Just imagine it, fellas. You're a fair maiden. Your lovely locks falling on your shoulders. No thought of wickedness. And then Tankard's fat head appears before you with his crooked mouth. And he says,
Where's the shit, oh my pretty?
Menos mal que lo he puesto en inglés.
I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry? You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa.
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
She's my sweetheart. And that's all I'll tell you.
Ah, don't be such a monk. Out with it.
Venga.
Listen up. I'll tell you what that girl can do. The wildest she-cat I know. So when she's stripped off...
enough, enough. You want to be a chivalrous knight? And you talk like that about a damsel? For shame. You know, this traveling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
Chucho olió algo. Estuve con vos todo el tiempo. Sigilo. ¿Te diste cuenta? Estaba buscando cobijo, necesitaba paz y tranquilidad.
In the camp, with you lot. It was Conrad's turn to gather wood, and I wasn't hungry yet. So I stretched out for a bit by the horses.
Oh, yeah? Where? You didn't see it?
I was going for wood.
It was getting dark. I reckon he just overlooked me.
You gave me a nasty shock when you came out of the darkness. You're as quiet as a mouse, and that's the truth.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the royal chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Que tiene la espada de Henry.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Istvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. Well, that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Istvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who'll help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won, so Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning. Hmm?
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Igual sabe nadar, pero el Henry no sabe nadar.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rate in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little.
Esa animación era muy difícil de hacer. Así que la han quitado de la pantalla.
Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Ah, Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
Las escenas están muy bien animadas.
That's a view fit for a king.
Buen bromance.
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on. Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
Old ball sack.
What's the matter?
Females.
Females.
Let's go to them.
Hembras.
Sirhan.
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Ahora el tutorial de sigilo.
Hans.
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer.
¿Cómo que C?
Follow.
No. ¿C? No. A ver, lo primero que voy a hacer es poner esto en 2. Si no se ven los píxeles por todos lados. Y ahora voy a hacer asignación de teclas. Control izquierdo, frenar el caballo. ¿Cómo que frena el caballo? Control izquierdo. Ponlo en la C. Y esto en el control. G.
Carefully. No sudden moves. Don't give us away. Hear that singing? They must be close.
No puedo avanzar por los puntos estos. Ah, sí, sí que puedo.
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
Mírale, tío. No, mira, notoriedad 80. Aquí está lo que yo quería ver. Velocidad 23. Visibilidad 60. Claro, lo que pasa ahí en cueros, notoriedad es un montón. Súper alto. Es armadura 12 de base. La mano está súper currada.
Shit. One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others.
Only she's blocking our way, right in our path.
Ya sé, dejémosla inconsciente.
Throw us in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
Ya, pero ¿a qué lado la tengo que tirar?
¿Eh?
It worked. Let's go.
Si esto fuese el Witcher 3, eso serían arpías o algo. Esto se te transformaría en un bicho gigante y te comerían.
We'll go even closer, but carefully.
Aleluya Domine. Hoy no les ven.
Pána je u muziky, směje se na chasníky, jen pijou jedí, Pána sama sedí, aleluja, Domine, aleluja.
Henry, I told you to...
Se los han cargado a los demás. Y así es como haces para empezar sin nada.
Something. Stay down, for fuck's sake.
¿Quién es el del caballo? No lo sabemos porque llevo un yelmo. Anda, pero si ese es el...
Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away.
Hey! What the fuck are you doing? Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them!
Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run!
Catch them! Enough, I said! What the fuck? She's mine! What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiots! After them! Along the bank!
¿Ahora sabe nadar? Sí, sí sabe nadar.
Christ! When did you learn to swim?
No, ahora mismo.
Just now.
Fucking armor! Come on! We'll cut them off on the other side! Oh, his torch is quick!
Oh, Mott. What the fuck was that, Henry? You're rescuing a damsel in distress.
I'm done with running.
Oh, really? And what exactly do you call... Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What? Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait!
No, ¿por qué haces eso? O depende de la punta del virote, eso puede haber sido una muy mala idea. No se ve exactamente dónde la va. Si ese es el del humo. El maloso. Alguien quiere hablar conmigo. El icono de Deliverance te indica que está sucediendo a mi alrededor. En este momento mis enemigos me están buscando. Puedo encontrar explicaciones detalladas.
So, how far is it to Trusky?
Torso herido. Ah, vale, aquí está. Jugado. Creación. Esto es igual que el 1. Creación. Estadística. Efectos. Torso herido. O cambiar ropa. Ahí tienes como varios modelos para la ropa. ¿Sí? Torso. Ah, vale, que está aquí. Tengo una lesión en el torso. Cuando el nivel de lesión alcance 60 más, la fuerza y la agilidad se reducirán un 25%. Para curarme de recuperar mi salud, cosa que puedo hacer durmiendo, visitando una casa de baños o tomando una pócima curativa. Por el contrario, si el nivel de lesión aumenta, va a sufrir una hemorragia. Igual que en el 1. Molinos. Gente del bosque. O sea, los elfos. Sin descubrir. Ermitaños, carboneros, pescadores, granjas. La misma música de sigilo que en el 1. Pam, pam, pam. Pam, pam, pam.
There's someone in front of us. Down.
Tum, tum, tum.
They mustn't get away. Got that?
Tum,
Go
tum,
out
tum.
as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge.
Las antorchas no le gustan al juego.
You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the rocks. And you, go to
Bueno, digamos que el juego se ve aceptable para jugarlo.
They didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond. I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report.
He'll see us. We'll have to wait.
Get to work.
On the fucking way across. Shut up, or the chief will hear you.
It's still easier here than that skirmish on the other side.
Stumbling about in the pitch black, when all your torch does is blind you. Leave the house. Catching some native men before definitely getting killed in a skirmish. Maybe, but I still can't see a bloody thing.
Con demasiada claridad para ser de noche.
There's more of them up top. Fuck.
Para 10.
I played dice against Lefty yesterday.
They're coming here. Stand still.
You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they try to swim across the pond, we'll be found half dead somewhere.
Run, quick.
Why are we moving down instead of being high up? No chance of getting there.
Oh, no, no, no. Fuck, they're in front of us. Quick, into the rocks.
Boulevard! They're fleeing into the rocks! Hurry! Run around! We'll catch them at the top!
Cuando quieras, ¿eh?
What now?
Mirad altísima.
Take cover!
Run ahead of them!
Antes no eran tantos.
Where now, for fuck's sake? Come here. Damn it, they're everywhere.
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it. This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
through fissures. But there's no other way to go anyway. Hans won't be too happy when I tell him.
¿Me tengo que volver? ¿No es por aquí? No, es por aquí. No, no es por aquí.
Down in the dark. You keep watch here, and I'll go and push through. Give me a shout if you see them. The others get here. We're moving to both sides. And send someone after me too.
Está muy bien hecho el desenfoque que le ponen a las hojas cuando está cerca.
I'll show you.
Joder, ¿serio?
Hans! Hey, Hans!
Toma. Combate, has muerto en combate.
Ah, fuck! Where's Capon? He must have fled from them through the other gorge. I have to find him.
Pero si antes he ido por el otro lado, es imposible.
Where is he? Oh, this looks like a way out. Hans!
Ahí está.
Here. Oh, thank God we found each other. I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen. And I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
You're a dead man!
Es un cuchillo lo que tengo, no llega. Ay.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started.
Eso lo dicen al
I might
principio.
teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job.
Venga, vas a tener tu momento de
Being a
introspección.
blacksmith might bring no glory,
¿Qué es esto, Berserk?
but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders. Ah. Ah, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are. Am I dead? Not yet. I'm dead, though.
I'm not, then how come...
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up! Pull yourself together, Henry.
El primer juego era bonito, pero este juego es que es muy bonito.
Where am I? Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk.
Y estás vivo.
That fella landed with you. You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him. What are you wearing? Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all. Now, where's Mutt? I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Right, we've got to disappear. Right, come on, I'll help you up.
Salir del camino.
How are you holding up?
It's not so bad.
All right. That'll have to do for now. As long as you're able to talk. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there. Henry, what are you staring at?
They're here. Sigismund's army.
The only army here is the one-man army of Sahan's Cape.
Ah!
Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate. Ah!
Fuck.
What's the matter?
Scallis is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You survived Scallis, and you'll survive this. Come on.
Bianca.
Come on.
Father?
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else in
Father!
the trunk. Go to the
Easy,
castle.
Henry.
Hurry.
What about you?
Are you
My
mad?
mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to Sir Roger.
Christ's sake.
Anything happens, he'll take
Come
care of you.
on.
Trust me.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus. Henry, pull yourself together. Please. God, there's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Run. No.
Don't give in to it. Hang in there.
Dogs.
We'll make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further. Henry, wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa... I let them all down.
You've never let me down. Henry, a light. Look.
I see it.
We've got to go.
I see the light.
Hold on. Hold on. We're here. We're here.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help.
Bueno, el arborista.
Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents. That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed. But don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whoresons.
Think against strong!
Hey, lad! Are you alive, lad?
Scallops. They burned it to the ground.
Slaughtered everyone. Who?
Who burned it to the ground?
Huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Tiene un acento alemán.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna, and collapsed on the floor.
But you'll help him, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
Heridas peores he sufrido.
There's no part of me that doesn't hurt. Inside and out. Mostly my shoulder where I took an arrow.
Little wonder then. But you're conscious and talking. That's a good sign. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushenna's my name.
Well, I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Milagrosamente he sobrevivido a la horrible caída, pero he perdido varios puntos de nivel principal, habilidad y ventaja. Vamos. Nivel 1. Ya todas las heridas. No tengo más opción que recuperándolos gradualmente en el juego. Así de fácil es de nivel 1. Estoy sangrando. ¿Ya está? Vale. 4 vendas. Ahora ya no estoy sangrando. Hambre, hediondo. Nivel principal 6. No me encontré algo de comida. A ver el inventario. Entrenaré para zamparme. Ahora no tengo. Si comemos mucho nos vuelve a salir el cerdo.
That's really good. So good I wouldn't say no to some more.
Saciedad 40. Puedo volver a darle.
Aye. True bliss is a full belly.
Y ahora me tengo que lavar. ¿Dónde está el queso? Me he dicho que hay queso. Clarísimamente esta señora no es una bruja. Podemos robarla ya que estamos. Hala. Y aquí empezamos. Lo que más currado estaba del 1 es la iluminación. Y es que la iluminación hace todo súper realista. La iluminación y la oclusión ambiental. Gracias. Gracias.
This will be the weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sir Hans.
Capucha de minero. De momento, como no llevamos nada. Me voy a coger todo. Ponte la espada, ponte la capucha, cinturón. Al equiparme una bolsa se abrirán espacios donde puedo colocar pócimas y comida. Eso es nuevo. Esto podré consumirlo rápidamente durante el combate. Eso es nuevo. Claro, antes no había cinturón. Gambesón raído, túnica corta. Túnica corta, gambesón, hace más armadura. Botas de errantes. Cartas de mendigo. Agua potable. Nos comemos una zanahoria. O dos. Y las manzanas. Que luego se ponen malas. No llevo ninguna bolsa. Bueno. La pala también era buena idea tenerla, que luego podías desenterrar cosas. Me voy a lavar en el pesebre.
I feel like a new man.
¿O no? Uy, un Snaps Redentor. Débil. ¿Cómo que débil? Guarda la partida, pero ¿por qué débil? A lo mejor el fuerte dura 2 veces o qué. Esto para los cerdos. Bocena al arborista.
Did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Sé de hierbas. ¿Cómo distingo las hierbas? La pócima del leteo no es peligrosa, ¿verdad?
All right. Tell me, What do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple blossom and chamomile has white
Bueno,
petals
cuando
with a
las
yellow
miras de
scent.
cerca
At the back
aparece
of the
un
hut,
cartel que
there's a
pone
footpath leading
manzanilla.
up to the rocks.
Si te
You go
fijas
along
bien.
there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
Gúndula, hierba de San Juan, todas estas estaban ya, ¿eh? Bueno, las texturas son mejores. Ortigas sin haber 8.000 millones también, con suelda. Siempre hay ortigas, míralo. Un momento. ¿Dónde está esto? Artesanía, adiestramiento canino. Recolectando hierba sube. Ah, vale, ahora lo hacen. Vale. O sea, ahora lo recolectar hierba sube supervivencia en general. Aprendo a moverme entre los arbustos cazando, recolectando hierbas y procesando mis presas. Además, el descubrimiento de lugares interesantes del mundo. Pues ala. A coger hierbajos. Luego lo vendemos. Los tiramos. Pero es experiencia. Brújula. Espérate, tengo que... El arroyo. Pero el arroyo... Si es un arroyo estará para abajo, no para arriba. Anda. Ahí en medio el jabalí.
Shit! My shoulder. This bastard's hard work. I'll put him down somewhere for a while so I can start digging.
Para excavar. ¿Qué es esto? Salir. Tras un trabajo arduo. Ya huelo mal otra vez. Más ortigas por aquí. Diana. Cogemos todas las bailarinas. Sube la experiencia. Yo al principio del primer juego lo que hice fue recolectar yo sin parar, sin parar. Lleva kilos y kilos y kilos de hierbajos en el inventario. Pues tú subes las experiencias. Te subes la experiencia, te subes las características, luego con los bonus que te dan. Vamos a dejar el jardín pelado, señora. Qué bonito es este juego. Ya era bonito el 1. A día de hoy todavía.
Damn, his shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
Uy. ¿No te duelen ya las rodillas cuando llueve, Henry? Qué joven estás. Me hace sentir viejo. Protagonista de este juego. Punto con buena vista. Vamos a asomarnos. Hay un castillo a tomar por saco ahí arriba. Salvia.
Purple flower, sage. There we go.
¿Pero cuántas? Luego cuando subías la habilidad las cogías de 7 en 7 y de 14 en 14. Te agachabas una vez y pelabas todo el monte entero. Yo no sé cuántas necesito, así que... necesitamos manzanilla.
I'm feeling a bit peckish.
Ya, no tenemos un arco para ir a por el ciervo, si no me lo cargaba. Pradera de bocena. Esto es ortiga, pero lo cogemos. No, pues esto es manzanilla, ¿no? O las flores blancas estas. No valen. No, esto es manzanilla.
That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Vale, pero antes voy a subir por este árbol. Hay un banco. No te caigas, por favor. Te caíste.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
Down by the pond. 2 of them fled, and they must be hiding here somewhere in the rock. What do you know about it?
No, pues tengo que ir.
Lord von Bergov is reinforcing his garrison on account of them renegades that are wandering around here. We're new.
All his people have weapon rods and shields with his colours.
For Christ's sake, woman, stop annoying me with your endless fucking questions. I'm the one asking the questions. And when I say we're from Bergov, then we're from fucking Bergov. Tell me, how come there's all these bloody rags here, eh? Spit it out. Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you.
Os voy a
Lord
palizar.
von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
You're from Lord von Bergov? You don't look like it.
Kurva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to cold steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
Do you think I'm a fool? I know a robber when I see one. There's been lots of you types in these parts recently, and the fellas from the village are well pissed off. So get lost and don't come back, or we'll take our axes to you.
Easy there. We're no robbers, we're just carrying out orders. We've had a look round here, so we can be on our way again.
That's all right. Getting mixed up in all sorts of nonsense at my age.
A bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy. Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Luego nos va a traicionar, pero da igual.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trusky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Bergov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them.
Sure. No need for thanks. What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds, and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night, but fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy, but we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try. But I'm not sure how to do it.
I told you, I'll explain everything. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
When's the last time I ate something?
Everything. Prepared? There's an alchemy bench in the alcove. Go to it and we'll get started.
Me imagino que se ha parecido al 1.
First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
Vino, 2 puñados de manzanilla y 1 de salvia. No. La mesa R.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
Uy.
So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling! To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked.
Es lo del inventario.
Shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron. Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
En Steam se venden
Have you
videojuegos que es
ground
literalmente
it?
este minijuego.
Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in.
Para decantar la pócima, selecciona el caldero montano.
Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Infusión de manzanilla, cantidad 2, precio 25.
Here it is.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
He de dormir hasta la mañana, pero antes...
That decoction will chase away the fever. You'll sleep better after, and that'll give you strength. There's not much more I can do now. It's up to you and the Almighty. The fever should start to cool now.
Well done. I got rid of that corpse for you.
God bless you, Henry. Thank you kindly. I'll sleep easier now, and when Ignatius the Gravedigger comes by, I'll get him to take care of the rest.
Dormir arriba. No, abajo. Dormir igualdad. Hombre, ahora te ponen... Ah, no, te ponen el número. Los números no son como los del otro. Efectos 79, 100, 77. No, pues a las 5. Qué rápido va esto, gracias por Dios. Comparado con el 1, tirabas literalmente las 12 horas esperando.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had it like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Ugh.
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Y ahí se acaba el 1.
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Este es el del sombrerito, creo.
Pa, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path. But I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than that murderer.
Esas historias me traen sin cuidado.
I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Hombre encantador. Llevo conmigo. Si gano reputación será un 10% mayor. Si pierdo reputación será un 10% menos. Ya empezamos. Crecí en la forja y no tardé en acostumbrarse a partirme el lomo a diario. No tardé. Me aporta cierto grado de satisfacción. Cuando llevo cuestas un costal e incluso un cadáver, su peso se reduce a la mitad. Por lo tanto, cargar con ellos no me supone esfuerzo y no consume resistencia adicional. Además, mi capacidad de carga aumenta permanentemente en 8 libras. Eso está bien. Entrenar duro, luchar con facilidad. Cuando Sir Ratzi me acogió en su servicio, lo primero que hizo fue mandarme a entrenar con el maestre Bernard. Sigo recordando la somanta que me propinó. Pero es la fuerza necesaria para manejar todas las armas. Si tengo menos fuerza de la que una arma que requiere, infligiré menos daño con ella. Si tengo más fuerza de la necesaria, infligiré más daño. Esta ventaja ayuda a conseguir la fuerza necesaria. La fuerza ya la conseguiremos porque no hay prisa. Así que prefiero 8 libras de carga. Espérate. 13 puntos disponibles. Manos hábiles. Lo mismo. El daño por caída disminuye un 30%. Eso no está mal. Pero... Aquí. Joder, si tengo un huevo de cosas. Puedo gastar aquí también. Sigilo. Ostras, ya tengo las mejores. Asesinato sigiloso. Bueno, que ahora la gente consigue. Estas son las mejores dos. Hombre planta. Es la ley del hombre planta. De una forma u otra. Cuando tarde o temprano, de una forma u otra, os buscaos, encontraré, os mataré. Cuando intento aturdir o asesinar en sigilo a un enemigo y se defiende a tiempo, su estadística recibe penalizaciones. Eso está muy bien. De este modo me resultará más sencillo derrotarla con técnicas al uso. El efecto dura 20 segundos. Un 50% menos de ruido si me muevo dentro de arbustos. Así que prefiero esto. Entrenamiento de combate. Nunca peleé ni una sola vez montado en el 1, ¿eh? Las reparaciones con los enseres de zapatero resultarán 20% más eficientes. Además, me he familiarizado con faltriqueos y bolsillos de todo tipo, y que tengo una bonificación de +1 en el latrocinio al husmear en bolsas ajenas. Artesanía. Todo aquel que no sepa cuidar de una espada, sobre todo de su hoja, no debería empuñarla y haría mejor en colgarse una porra de cinturón. Si usa una rueda de afilar para mejorar el filo de un arma hasta el 98% más, el arma ganará una mejora que aumenta su daño en un 10%. Botas de 7 leguas. Cuando llevo botas que he reparado yo mismo, con un 25% menos de resistencia al correr, eso es la leche. Las armaduras de ropaje que arregle yo mismo con ese harán menos ruido. Esto me lo voy a coger, pero ya. Se prolonga hasta que el objeto en cuestión, pero sí. Lo tenía en el 1 también. Combate. Espadas. Arte de la guerra. Bloqueo perfecto. Esquivador. Vamos a elegir durante el intervalo para conseguir... O sea, vale. La tecla de saltar. Me han hecho más complicadas las esquivas. Puedo lanzar una estocada, que es un contraataque que se lleva a cabo nada más realizar un bloqueo perfecto. Para ello debo pulsar la tecla de atacar en cuanto mi arma toque al adversario durante el bloqueo perfecto. Eso ya lo tengo. Estocada, que es un contraataque que se lleva a cabo. Bloqueo perfecto. Esquivador, finta. Si me muevo para atacar desde un lado, pero cambio rápido de dirección junto antes, eso ya lo sabemos también. Los bloqueos gastan un 20% menos de resistencia y mi escudo y una se gastan 20% menos. Si llevo yelmo, los golpes a la cabeza me infligirán un 20% menos de daño. Y eso es una ventaja. O debería ser lo lógico. Cuando esté en inferioridad numérica, tendré una bonificación +2. Regenero resistencia más rápido en combate. Eso no está mal. Combos de momento me dan igual. Sin arma, arma de asta, armas pesadas, espadas. Rebanatendones. Cada combo de espada que consiga realizar disminuirá bastante la agilidad del fuerza del rival, por lo que resultará más complicado. Tras realizar un combo con espada o un ataque maestro, recupero parte de mi resistencia y puedo atacar de nuevo. Cuando cargo un ataque con la espada al máximo, tengo una bonificación de +3. Cuando logro volar una zona descubierta, resultará más complicado bloquear mis próximos ataques. Gracias. Creo que los 3 puntos que me quedan me los voy a guardar. Que en el 1 por lo menos se podían guardar los puntos, en este no sé. ¿Cómo vas, Henry? Saciedad 82. Es que es bonito el juego, es que es bonito. Hombre. Seguidme mirando. Yo mientras...
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us!
Ahora ya me siento. No me puedo sentar. Sentarse.
Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bajena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Esto es lo del bosque.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, audentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of
Pones
ours.
total, bro.
Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg
Peor misión del
Castle
1.
to get
Qué horror de
inside and
misión.
open the portcullis
Como tienes
to
que
our
perder
brothers in
aposta.
arms
Oh,
who were
no,
poised
no
and
puedes
ready to
ganar.
attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
Yeah, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena.
Las voces en inglés están
It'll come in
geniales.
handy.
No sé cuándo has puesto ese...
But we better get going now.
Hans is
Pero no lo he
right.
leído, pero sí.
We're
Están
very glad we met you.
mucho mejor
We're
que las
obliged to
de
you for your
castellano.
help and
Vamos.
hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As
Pero-
Henry says, may God bless you for your
No
generosity.
son forzadas, es que
And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time.
es que las voces en castellano están forzadísimas.
The doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskowitz.
Of all places. And it's not the first time.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there. And I succeeded.
Emmerich won't be happy.
Then he shouldn't sell so dear. He charges nearly twice as much as we do, so it's no wonder folks buy from us. But I understand. Next time I'll come straight home, so you're not on your own so much. If anyone comes here again threatening you, I'll put them in their place with an arrow. That'll teach them to try it on with us.
Maybe it's a good thing you wasn't here. They'd catch you, and I dread to think what they'd do with you.
They'd never catch me. You know I can take down a hare on the run, and a man's an easier target.
True enough. You've got a steady hand and an eye like a hawk. Not like me. But you know how it is. The less fuss going on around here, the better for us. And if anything does happen, we've got Growler, and he won't leave us in the lurch.
True. That animal is God's gift. Time to do something useful. The days are long, but there's no end of work to do.
Aye. Thank you, Pavlena. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Can you tell me something about these parts?
What can I say? The village of Zheleov is nearby, and close to it there's a big traveller's inn. And to the north of Zheleov is Takhov. They've got a blacksmith's there, and a small tavern. There's no love lost between the folks from Zheleov and Takhov. They're always out to spite each other. Some dispute about some meadow.
Well, I don't suppose those are the only villages around here.
It ain't far from Zheleov to Seming. Sir Jan, the owner, he got a big stud farm with fine horses. And down by the water, a mill. The biggest village in these parts is Troskowitz, what lies at the foot of the castle. The local bailiff has his seat there, and there's a tavern too. Then there's Nebakov Fortress, Sir Yaramir's seat. There's a mill at the foot of it. But Pavlena knows more gossip about folk around here. She goes out and about. I stay home these days and hardly meet a soul.
How come you live out here?
That's just the way it is. It's for me to know, and you to find out.
Ah. All right. I won't pry. What about those armed men who came here?
Damned if I know. I just hope they don't show up here again. Take care, my friend.
Tiempo de ponerse a trabajar. A llenar el buche.
Are you managing here all right?
We don't complain. We mostly live off the woods, and when we need something else, we buy it or get it from the villagers. Mostly, I weave baskets. And me and Ma brew ointments and potions. Then I go around the villages selling them, or I barter them for stuff we need. Sometimes folk come here to us, when it's something serious.
Oh, qué pesado. Es que estoy hablando.
How come you live here and not in the village?
Oh, that's hard to explain. It's just the way things turned out. And Ma and... Look, that's our affair, and we won't talk about it. Sorry.
Is anything interesting happening around these parts?
Them bandits is riding roughshod over the place. It's about time Lord von Burgau rousted them out. But I reckon you know something about that, huh?
You got that right.
And there's to be a big wedding. Young Lord Semon's gonna marry the daughter of the bailiff of Troskowitz, Thrush. That's the biggest thing happening. Apart from that... A band of nomads turned up here. They got a camp somewhere down by the pond.
Segundito que estoy haciendo una cosa importante.
God's teeth, Henry. We've got to get to the castle before dark.
You said you'd shoot arrows at the humans.
Hala.
You can use a bow.
Enséñame.
Yeah, I'm pretty handy with it. I train up there, on the cliff, whenever I have a free moment. And the hares hanging in Ma's kitchen didn't just walk in by themselves. If they'd let me take part in the tournament at Trusky Castle, I'd beat all the men hands down. But that'll never happen. So I have to make do with hares and a straw mannequin. God be with you.
Antes de hablar a ti, voy a dormir. Durante una hora para guardar la partida. No puedo dormir. Tócate las narices. Vamos a hablar con el tipo.
Gods! Finally! Where do you keep dallying?
My apologies, sir. I'm here now. We can get going.
Henry, don't provoke me.
I don't think Trotsky Castle is going to go anywhere. So what's the rush for all of a sudden?
We have a crucial mission and things are already fucked up quite enough. I intend to return to Rattay with good news and to do it quickly. Let's go!
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I tell you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes.
We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Ya solo con esa cinemática.
Oh, I hope they've got a
10
good
de 10.
physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your
Pero si
liege
el
lord.
mensajero lo quitaron.
Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai! Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about?
Bueno, ahora estos los dos soldados se van a cagar.
Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me!
No, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
A la taberna. O se cuelan o a la taberna.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
Súper bien hechas las animaciones y las
As
caras.
the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Well, the first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
It's not your fault they died. Don't blame yourself.
We have to take care of their bodies at least. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenes. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it? It's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
You're the one from that pond.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
I hear one of them nomads is an acrobat who does all kinds of tricks.
Bueno, como es tarde, lo vamos a dejar aquí, de momento. Así que voy a darle a guardar y a salir.